Welcome back. Around 300 election violation cases have been registered at different police stations in Chennai ever since the Model Code of Conduct came to force in the run-up to the local body polls. The cases are booked against candidates of various political parties for allegedly violating the Election Commission norms during campaign. About 1,900 of the 4,876 booths in the city corporation limit have been identified as sensitive. Additional policemen will be deployed here. It's some good news for petitioners who approached the Chennai City Police Commissioner's office for help. Sources from the police department say that the top cop has instructed the local police station to address the grievances within 4 days, failing which petitioners can approach a grievance cell at the top cop's office about the inaction of the concerned police station. After the official merger, around 100 complaints throng the City Police Commissioner's office in Egmore almost every single day. Moving on to BJP leader LK Advani's Jan Chetna Yatra has kicked off from Chapra in Bihar this morning. He was in Sitabdiara, the birthplace of Jaiprakash Narayan. He's been accompanied by Arun Jaitley and Sushma Swaraj. Advani says his agenda is purely about fighting corruption, but ever since he announced the Yatra, there has been speculation about the real intention. Is Advani throwing his hat in the ring? Is this Yatra about projecting himself as the prime ministerial candidate for the BJP? LK Advani has not categorically ruled this out.
वो 2008 तक की स्थिति बहुत अच्छी नहीं थी, लेकिन इतनी बुरी नहीं थी जितनी 2008 के बाद की स्थिति रही है। ये पिछले 2 साल 3 साल ऐसे बीते हैं कि आम नागरिक जगह जगह पर कहता है क्या यही सरकार चलती रहेगी? इसी प्रकार के घोटाले रोज आते रहेंगे। एक दिन एक घोटाला, दूसरे दिन दूसरा घोटाला। 38 दिन की यह यात्रा 20 नवंबर को नई दिल्ली में समाप्त होगी। मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि उसके बाद शीतकालीन अधिवेशन होगा संसद का। मैं मानता हूं कि इस यात्रा के माध्यम से कि आम नागरिक में इस अनास्था के स्थान पर एक प्रबल आत्मविश्वास पैदा होगा कि हमारा भारत देश दुनिया के देशों में प्रथम स्थान प्राप्त कर सकता है।
Meanwhile, senior BJP leader and leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, Sushma Swaraj, also spoke and backed Advani as the BJP's possible choice for PM candidate.
मित्रों, आज यही नई राह दिखाने के लिए, लोगों के दिलों में नई उम्मीद जगाने के लिए, देशवासियों के मन में नया विश्वास पैदा करने के लिए आडवाणी जी जनचेतना यात्रा लेकर निकल रहे हैं। आज देश में ऐसा माहौल बन गया कि राजनीतिक दलों की प्रासंगिकता पर ही प्रश्न चिन्ह लग गया है। लोकतंत्र के अस्तित्व पर ही खतरा आ गया है।
Barring differences, the Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi has blocked support for Advani's Yatra. He also takes a dig at the Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, flagging off the Yatra. Modi writes on the BJP ally, once the Chief Minister of Bihar has stopped a Yatra of Advani ji, it's a matter of immense pleasure that today the CM of the same state is flagging off Advani ji's Yatra. Now let's focus on the Lokpal audio tapes that are with NDTV. 5 members of the Anna Hazare team met with 5 government ministers 9 times to discuss the anti-corruption Lokpal bill between April and June this year. Just what transpired during these meetings of the drafting committee? The Lokpal audio tapes revealed just what were the points of contention and why the talks eventually broke down. Siddharth Pandey has more info.
Well, 3 months after the Joint Drafting Committee finished its work, the truth of what really happened in those meetings is now finally out, and that's through the right to information. And as is pretty apparent, it was clear that while the talks started on a pretty cordial note, they essentially broke down right at the end. The one big concern that the government members essentially had was the fact that are we creating a parallel structure with no accountability?
Santosh, the problem of fundamentally this, that we are setting up through your, we are not arguing here, only through your structure, we are setting up a parallel agency which is accountable to nobody. This is the big problem that we have.
Accountable to the court.
What court? Who is going to complain to any court against an inspector? Do you find any complaints nowadays against any inspector? People are afraid. You see, this is the fundamental problem.
I can tell you, I have faced 3 defamations in Prevention of Corruption Act.
I'm not talking about.
Let us not think.
Ordinary persons don't dare complain against any enforcement agency. We all know that. This is the rule of this country. We have seen it. This is the problem. That's the fundamental issue.
Only reporting to Lokpal, not any other.
We are going to rewrite the entire criminal law today for investigation, and after investigation, registration of a case for prosecution never requires giving an opportunity to an accused. This is for the first time.
No, that we are not telling here.
This is for the first time that before you launch a prosecution,
Not
you
registration,
hear the accused person. Accused person will be heard by the court, not before by anybody. Every case, whether it is murder, every other case,
said we are
every
introducing.
case, even corruption case, the law requires after investigation, when a charge sheet has been filed, and as Justice Hegde has pointed out, the question of sanction does not arise in cases of Prevention of Corruption Act, because no corruption can be regarded as being in the discharge of public duty. 4 judgments of the Supreme Court.
We are doing this, sir. We are removing sanction. Otherwise, there was no sanction.
Quite right. Mr. Sibbal said, because you are removing sanction, therefore
what is the protection to a government servant, to a parallel government which is no accountable to anybody? Today the executive is accountable.
No.
That's the problem.
We will have to discuss all these.
Yes.
Just one small clarification from your draft, page 13C, functions of the Lokpal. After completion of investigation, in any case involving an allegation of an act of corruption, to impose punishment of dismissal, removal or reduction in rank against government servants after giving them reasonable opportunities of being heard. That means here in this case, even dismissal can take place after completion of investigation, not necessarily of the trial. Is that the meaning?
It happens already.
No, I am not entering into argument. I just wanted to know that even before the commencement of the trial, after the completion of the investigation, to the extent dismissal of the public servant is possible.
Yeah.
By the
It happens today also.
Complying with natural justice.
No, that he is being opportunity to be
For his defense.
Sir, just one minute. It happens today also. Today, the power to order dismissal after departmental inquiry lies with the department. The prosecution takes place parallelly in the court. Before the prosecution is over and the trial is over, trial is independent. Today also the department can dismiss the officer before the trial gets over. The same powers are there. All that we are doing is transferring that from the department to Lokpal. That's all we are doing.
And Arvind Kejriwal has shrugged off a question about how the Congress's Digvijay Singh has dared the BJP to deny that Anna is their presidential candidate, saying that it was up to Digvijay Singh to answer.
Digvijay Singh says, and we've all heard this, and Digvijay Singh often provokes Anna Hazare's team, that Anna Hazare is the BJP's presidential candidate. And now he goes a step further and he says that if this is untrue, then the BJP must deny it publicly.
So let BJP do it.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's a politics between BJP and Congress. So let them fight it out.
What does one make of this constant, in a sense, provocation, reaction, provocation between Anna Hazare's team and Digvijay Singh? When I was interviewing Anna Hazare in Ralegan, I asked him, and he gave me quite an interesting anecdote, and he said, Digvijay Singh used to touch my feet. We used to actually work together in Madhya Pradesh. So obviously there was a time when Digvijay Singh was quite liked by Anna Hazare and vice versa. So what's happened?
I really don't know. Only Digvijay Singh ji can tell about it. That today he says that Anna Hazare is mad and he should be sent to an asylum. And till yesterday he used to touch Anna's feet. So only Digvijay Singh ji can provide an answer to that, why he has changed.
But this allegation made by him that Anna Hazare is looking to be the president of India now?
I don't know where he got this idea from. It's completely absurd. Anna Hazare doesn't want to become president of India. Anna Hazare would be most satisfied person if there is no corruption in this country and everyone gets justice.
And there has been so much of back and forth on the DRS. We'll update you when we return back after the break.